Arthur, and the Knights of the Round Table have enchanted story lovers for centuries. Well, 4 years ago, the tales were given a new twist in the BBC fantasy drama Merlin.
The fifth series is now on our screens. It follows the adventures of the young magician Merlin as he helps King Arthur govern Camelot.
Colin Morgan, who plays Merlin, will be here along with Alexander Vlahos, who plays Mordred. Before we chat to them, let's take a look at the show.
Do you want them?
Why are you doing this?
You once saved my life. I owe him a debt. Don't be so quick to judge me. You fear me, Emrys, don't you? I know the hatred and suspicion with which men treat those with magic. You and I are not so different. I too have learned to hide my gifts. I promise, your secret is safe with me.
What's Morgana looking for in Izmir?
The Daimir.
What's that?
In the language of my people, it means the key.
The key to what?
The key to all knowledge.
Well, Colin Morgan, Alexander Vlahos, both here with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, can we establish, we all know, Colin, you're on the good side, right? You're one of the good guys. And Alexander, what are you? Where are you? And are you good or bad?
I suppose people think of Mordred as a bad character, but episode 3 he got knighted in Camelot, so now he's a Knight of the Round Table. So
he's come
who
from the
knows?
dark side.
Come from the dark side and has sort of made his way into the good. But I think people are still dubious about where his allegiance is.
You know, he could fall either side at the minute. So it's that the show's playing with that now with Alex's character, which is really intriguing. You don't know where he's going to go.
Quite good for you though as well, because it's your fifth series now, isn't it? And you you need a foil of sorts, don't you?
I mean, this guy is the biggest threat there's ever been to Merlin and his destiny, and it's now about how Merlin overcomes that whenever the biggest threat he's ever faced is right there, right on the right-hand side of the king in Camelot. So it's the big one.
One of the things people love about the show is that it sort of juxtaposes all the legends and the mythology and the drama alongside quite a contemporary kind of edge to some of the dialogue. And some of the banter. I mean, that's a big part of what you do, isn't it, with Arthur and that whole thing of the sort of relationship between you. It's fun. You have a lot of fun with that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, a big part of the charm of the show is the relaxed relationship that there is with a lot of the characters. There's the friendship. There's, as you said, the banter. It's a big selling point of the show, I think, and it's what draws the charm in. Now entering into the fifth series, that's still there, but it's entering into very dark territory.
Picking up on that, actually, we can see there's a clip here now, because there is almost a sense of impending doom. Just take a look.
The prophets speak of Arthur's bane. You would do well to fear it, for it stalks him like a ghost in the night. Unless you act quickly, Emrys, even you cannot alter the never-ending circle of his fate.
Swords are drawn.
I don't remember it being this dark when I saw the first series. I've missed a bit in the middle, I must say, and I was catching up, and it's darker. Is that a demand from the fans? Because your daughter enjoys it, and perhaps as fans are getting older, they want something a little bit more
It's that
edgy.
weird thing of the people who watched the series, the first series, were however old, and now the series has gone on 5 years, that they've grown up with the series. So I think you can tend to get darker with the storylines and push the sort of boundaries of what you can tell story-wise.
More fun, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think because the legends themselves are dark and they deal with dark things, and as you can see from that clip there, this boy means business. Well, does he? You know, that's the question. And yeah, that darker territory. It is a lot more fun, and it is, I guess, more true to the legends. And this series in particular, we go right down the route of where the legends are supposed to go.
Sometimes when I see those scenes where you've got people putting on those special kind of voices of doom, I think to myself, when you're filming those, do you just crack up sometimes? I, mean, I don't know when you and who's the actor we saw then?
That was Julian Glover. Yeah.
Julian Glover. And does it, because the whole thing is about being scary and...
I guess he was probably hired for that voice. I'm not saying that he's not just for that, but he's an amazing actor. But I mean, he's probably in the script. It sort of reads as a voice of doom, sort of.
Is there a special? Does everyone have a special voice of doom voice?
Have you got one?
I don't know.
That was like
you have to be American if you don't know. Don't you?
It's all the trailer. It's the trailer voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah.
Is it quite relaxed, the filming, when you're doing the filming? It's because you two seem very chilled out together, and as if you get on, you would get on off set, off screen, so to speak.
Well, we filmed for 8 months, so it's like that sort of. You sort of become very relaxed when you're filming with each other, and there's a big family. The crew have been the same crew since the start of filming as well, so that's been it's sort of implemented. It's like when we shout cut, the sort of the banter that's on screen, especially between you and Bradley as well as the other knights, is just apparent as part of our nature as actors, I think.
People always want to know about the future with a great series like this. I mean, do you know? Can you tell us anything about?
Give us a little.
Will there be more? Merlin, basically, is what I'm asking.
Well, you know, as long as there's life in the stories and life in the characters, and whether that's a life that's going to be lived further or not, you'll see very soon.
You've given us nothing.
I know.
That was nothing.
You feel like you've got something, but actually he's giving you nothing.
It's the point where you move on.
Fine, we'll just have to watch.
You believe in magic?
I guess magic exists in different ways, doesn't it? You know, we create a certain kind of magic for children, and children watch it and they believe in it, and you see that in their eyes, that spark. I mean, that's a certain kind of magic, isn't it?
Which is a different kind of... Good answer.
Yeah.
Another Merlin is on tomorrow night at 8:20 on BBC One. It's worth watching. It was fun. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, Jim Kerr with us in